So what can we do to improve Earth's environment? So if you go back and watch the video after this presentation, you'll see different ways that humans, have impacted our environment. Some of that has been negative, such as the use of fossil fuels for energy. And so one of the things that we want to focus on is how can we have some positive impacts, because scientists have also learned we can influence Earth in a positive way. So we'll go to the next slide for that. And one way that we can use one energy source that we have available to us that doesn't hurt the environment is solar energy. So what we were going to do today to show one example of how we can use solar energy is by making solar s'mores.
Next slide.
Yeah, I'm just kind of.
Mm-hmm.
In order to make our solar s'mores, we have to make a solar oven. And I'm going to kind of go through the steps, and all of these directions are on the NASA Climate Kids website. So we're going to provide you with that website at the end, and you can open it up and make your own solar oven and make your own s'mores. Today is a perfect day for that. The sun is nice and bright today.
Mm-hmm.
These are the supplies you will need. A cardboard box with an attached lid. The suggestion is that the box should be at least 3 inches deep, big enough to set a pie tin inside. I also think if you use a large cereal box and make your own aluminum tin, like with some foil, I think that would work as well. Whatever you use, that has to be big enough to hold either your own made tin or your aluminum tin, and also enough to line with aluminum foil, which I'm going to show you in a minute. You need some clear plastic wrap, some glue stick, some tape, a stick to hold open your door, which we'll show you that in a minute as well, and a ruler and scissors. And that's a picture of the supplies I use to make my solar oven. And again, there's some other ideas. I've also heard people using pizza boxes. That might be something that you think about using as well. I used the box I got from the mail. These are the directions. We're going to go ahead and, well.
Did you want to demonstrate? Do you need the camera, or you just want to go to the next slide?
I'm trying to think of what the picture on the next slide, if I showed a picture. I know I took pictures. Why don't we just go to the next slide and we'll show. Okay, so if you can see on the solar oven, I cut around the top on 3 sides. And in the directions, it tells you to leave 1 inch on 3 sides. And you don't want to cut the 4th side, because that's your attached door. That's how you're going to open your flap and close your flap. I use some construction paper to decorate the outside. If you're into like drawing pictures or artsy, you can go ahead and do that. Make your solar oven a little pretty. The inside of the solar oven is completely covered in tin foil. Or aluminum foil, I'm sorry. I use the shiny side because I wanted the foil to reflect more light from the sun.
Let me play the video.
Sure. Okay, so I found a sunny spot outside to preheat my solar oven. You're going to need something long enough to pop it open. I am going to use a chopstick. It's right here. I added tape in the corners to help me hold the chopstick in place. And now that the sun can reflect into my solar oven, it can help preheat it. And because we're in springtime, it's supposed to be a nice, warm, sunny day today, but I'm still going to give it 60 minutes to preheat. So I'm going to go ahead and start my timer, and we'll come back in about 60 minutes to make our s'mores.
I'm just going to pause in case you wanted to go over what you put. So
okay, so I glued the aluminum foil to the surface of the inside of the solar oven. The chopstick, you can use whatever you have. You can use a ruler. You can use just anything that's long enough where you can prop the door open and hold it open, and kind of secure it too, because if the wind blows, which happened to me, I had to keep going out and propping it back open. So that's why I ended up using the tape. And also, I also had to change my direction of my solar oven because, as you can see, the sun wasn't reflecting directly into it. So I had to turn it around, which you'll see in the next image, so the sun could heat up the inside. Oh, and there's plastic wrap. You can't see that. 2 layers of plastic wrap. That's your oven door, and that's actually taped over the top of your opening. So you want the flap opened enough so that sun reflects off the top and into your solar oven. And then the plastic wrap helps. It's 2 layers, and that wrap helps keep the heat inside your oven.
Okay, so it traps it in.
And as your solar oven is heating up, you can get your supplies to make your solar s'mores: graham crackers, marshmallows, your chocolate, an aluminum pie pan if you choose to use that, or like I said, you can always make your own with some aluminum foil. And break your crackers apart. You're going to start off with just the bottom cracker and the marshmallow. We're not going to put the chocolate in yet. Place, after your 60 minutes is up and your solar oven has been preheated, you can place your pan with your marshmallows and graham crackers in the oven, and you have to seal the plastic back over the top. Keep the flap propped open so you continue to let the light reflect into the solar oven. And it says 30 to 60 minutes. Again, I went with 60 minutes because it was a sunny day, but it was about 65 when I put the marshmallows in. So after the 60 minutes, I added the chocolate and the graham crackers for the top, kind of squished down the marshmallow with the chocolate, and I closed the lid back up and left it a little bit longer.
Was there another video? Oh, here's the video. Sorry.
So, started getting a little windy.
You want me to play this one? Sorry.
Yeah, there should be another one too. You go ahead and play that one. That's the one of them going into the oven.
And I see your dog.
I know. I ended up having to change locations because the wind picked up. You can go ahead and do the next one.
I missed this one.
Yeah.
So, started getting a little windy, and my solar oven started blowing on the deck. So I moved my location. Now I'm going to add my.
All with one hand, so.
I can see your marshmallow squishy looking.
Yes. You gotta push down on them gently, because if you go too hard, it'll break the cracker.
Definitely got me squishy. This way. Close our oven door back up. I'm gonna try and see. Keep them in there for a few minutes longer. Get that chocolate.
Okay.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
is there another slide? I think I missed the slide.
Yeah, I have a couple more slides with the videos, because what happened is the reason why the wind was picking up was because we had some rain moving into the area. So before, I was going to leave them out a little bit longer, which turned out I didn't need to, but it actually started to rain a little bit. And I do have a video of what they turned out to be like at the end. I don't know if there's a way that I could share that from my screen.
Yeah, we can give you control of screen. I'm gonna stop sharing. And
Yeah, 1 second. Okay, so I don't have it on presenter mode yet. Let me try to do that.
oh, Sharon may have to do that. Sharon, can you help her out?
Oh.
Yes, just a moment, please. So if I can take it from Joan and down to Karen. Karen, you should be presenter now.
Oh, it's on my screen. Okay. I will go ahead and we'll try this out. So this is when I came and there's starting to be thunder in the sky. So we're going to take our solar simulars inside and see how they turned out. Okay, so just as I started coming in, it started to actually rain. I actually see raindrops on the plastic. So good timing. Looks like our chocolate did melt a little bit. Look at that. So even with the cloudy skies, there was still enough solar energy to make a squishy marshmallow and some melted chocolate. Now we have a tasty treat. And that was the last one.
Wish we could pass that around virtually.
I will tell you, I did eat it, and I will say, because like I remember growing up, the big thing was like microwavable, s'mores, but the cracker was always soggy and soft. And with this version, if you do the solar s'mores, the graham cracker stays crisp and crunchy.
So I wonder if it makes a difference the season when you try to use your solar oven, if it cooks faster or slower or gets hotter or not as hot. So I'm wondering what our audience thinks. Someone did say add peanut butter.
Yes. I've actually heard of people using Reese's peanut butter cups instead of thin chocolate.
Okay.